MLB The Show is at the gateway to the West, St. Louis, Missouri, and lovely Busch Stadium. It's the first game of the month of July between the Atlanta Braves and the St. Louis Cardinals. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Luke Weaver, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
Swinging a soft liner that gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So it's an inning-opening base hit, and the Braves have a man on.
Hey, sometimes that's how a rally gets started right there. I know it's a soft liner, but leadoff man on usually poses problems.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. Dan, D-Row, we take a look at this Cardinals ball club as they enter play this afternoon. They come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
Hey, this is the big one here, Matty. You know what, D-Row? They're about to head on a 9-game roadie. One thing they'd like to do, get on that plane feeling good about themselves and salvage their last game of this series.
Yeah, Dan, they need to find a way to win this one today. Get on the flight. Makes everybody's dinner taste better. 9-game road trip coming up. A lot of packing involved, a lot of grinding on the road. They need to find a way to win this last one.
Towards second. Step on the bag for 1. On to first, and they get them both. And it doesn't look like the manager fully agrees with that out call at first. It appears he may opt to challenge it and have the play reviewed.
Yeah, definitely one of those bang-bang plays. And looking at it right here again, I still don't know if I can tell for sure. Going to be interesting to see what they decide to do here.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Braves have elected to challenge.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
The decision appears to have been made as the headset comes off, and the runner is safe. So the call is overturned. The runner will stay at first base, and they maintain the right to challenge further plays going forward. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. No one on base for him after the double play.
Yeah, Matt, that 2-ball really changed the complexion of this inning. It looked like the middle of the order was going to have a chance to get a big hit with some ducks on the pond, but now they just have to try and get a 2-out rally started.
He's going to be far too late. That's a stolen base. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Now the 2-1. Line drive to left. This will hang up just long enough to be run down in shallow left for a tough second out. And now here's the starting 9 for the visiting Atlanta Braves. D-Row, what's the word on this club as they start the new month?
Matty, this team has high batting averages up and down the lineup. Just great approaches, consistent ABs from top to bottom, and that's the reason they've been so successful this year.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Great chance to drive in a run here in the early going. Good lead there at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield. The run comes across to score, and they jump ahead 1-0.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. You get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as he'll fall behind here as he goes after a fastball that might have been out of the zone. It's strike one. Oh, he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Hey, make a pitch right here and get out of this. Get the boys in the dugout and regroup a little bit. One run is not going to kill you.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Tried to get him to chase that 0-2 curveball there, but he wasn't biting. Very well could see it again here, though.
The 1-2 is a fastball that misses.
Well, he kind of got caught chasing the first 2 pitches out of the strike zone. But I think he's caught on to their game a little bit right now. 2 tough pitches that he took with 2 strikes, and now the count is 2-2.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Braves 1 and the Cardinals nothing. Sean Newcomb, a left-hander from Massachusetts, will be doing the starting pitching here. Dan, any thoughts?
This guy is known as the road warrior, and you can see why. He's been awfully good on the road this year, so I would expect him to pitch very well in this one here.
Now at the plate, Matt Carpenter. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. Guys, one of D-Row's former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They come in winners of 3 in a row and riding a nice little run to start the new series.
Yeah, Matty, for me today, the key to winning this ball game begins and ends on the mound. And it has to be early on the attack, getting 0-1. You can't allow these guys to get into count leverage and to hunt your fastball. There has to be execution, down and away, up and in to keep these guys honest. And it has to start from pitch 1.
Now a moment here in St. Louis to look at the Cardinals starting lineup. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I love what Matt Carpenter brings to the table for this team. He's coming off a nice month where he had 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Pham with an even 1-1 count now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And there's a missile off the bat, but it's foul. Again, he sends it out of play. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Batting third.
Stepping in for the Cardinals, Jose Martinez, and he's got that batting lineup near the 300 mark entering play. In there, no balls and a strike. Smoke toward the hole. Albies brings it in. Throw gets him there from short right field. A nice play, and that one ends the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. They trail this one 1-0. The next to bat for Atlanta, number 13. He brings an average in the 260s into this one.
Number 13.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And that one just missed outside. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Now the 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out toward left center field. Calling for it. Pham looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
So here's how the Cardinals are positioned defensively. And let's focus on the captain of the defense, Yadier Molina. Future Hall of Famer, ability to control a pitching staff and shut down the opposition's running game.
Now in the box, Charlie Culberson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Curveball that time, not even close.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Under it is Wong, and there are 2 away now.
Batting in, shortstop.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive.
That's a ball.
And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Two 2-0 the count to Dansby Swanson. Swanson, a native of Georgia, has had a great season to this point, and heading into today, he's received the most all-star votes among shortstops in the league.
Yeah, Matty, not surprised this guy is on the top of the all-star game, Tony, but you have to take a step back. This is being voted on by the fans, so I can't imagine how he feels to be voted in by his fans to start in the All-Star game. Hey, they always say hitting in the 8-hole in the National League is one of the toughest jobs to do because you're hitting in front of the pitcher, not necessarily going to get pitched like an 8-hole hitter.
And he's into second safely with a stolen base.
It was pretty obvious he would likely be on the move with 2 outs, and I'm sure the defense knew it too. But he has lightning speed and was able to take the bag anyway.
He's safe.
And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. In there, 1-1.
1-1.
Here's the 1-1 pitch.
D-Rod.
Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind.
Hey, I know it's the pitcher at the plate, but he's going to grind it out right here. He's got a chance to help himself, and nothing's a bigger backbreaker to a team than watching the pitcher drive in a run.
Hit to short. Jerko has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Braves strand 1. He played an inning and a half. It's 1-0. The next to bat for St. Louis, Marcell Ozuna, set to lead off the home half of the second.
Marcell Ozuna.
Here's the first pitch to him. Cue shot here out towards short, and 1 gone.
All right, the Atlanta Braves attack you on defense this way. You guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. That fastball was a lively one. You could hear the pop of the glove all the way up here.
Nope.
Yeah, nothing better, huh, guys? I guess maybe the crack of the bat, but I'm not as partial to that as most people. He looks good and loose out there to start this one.
Lifted in the air to right field. And Markakis will tuck this one in for out number 2. Stepping in, Jed Jerko. And as you can see, he's had some troubles here in his own ballpark. It's something he'll look to improve upon in this one. Line drive to left. That gets down, and the inning continues.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
First offering on its way. A high fastball is in there.
This is where you got to take stock in the situation. Adjust your batting gloves and realize you need a gapper to score this guy from first. If nothing less, pass the baton to the guy behind you and keep the line moving.
And that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, a crooked number going on the board.
Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike one. Twos all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 balls and a strike to Molina.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Cards strand a couple. It remains 1-0. Aerial view there of St. Louis from high above the Mississippi River as we welcome you back to baseball on the show. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Ender Inciarte. He singled to open up the ball game. Pitch is popped up. Molina over to his right, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Digging in for his second at-bat, Ozzie Albies. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. This is foul for the first strike. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2.
It'll be interesting to see if the pitcher goes back to that. I don't know if the hitter was trying to work the ball the other way, but whatever it was, it just did not look good.
And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2.
Not a bad pitch right there on 0-2, a fastball. And I think as a hitter right now, you have to continue to go up there looking to hit off the fastball.
Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third.
Pitching 101 is changing location and upsetting the hitter's timing. You do that, and everything's going to be fine. In that strikeout, he never threw the same pitch twice in a row, and he won the battle because of it.
Ready for another chance. Freddie Freeman hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Line to the right side. Oh, and this deflects right off him. Throw into second. Throw won't get him.
Well, unfortunately, being close isn't quite good enough most of the time. Loved the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
In now, Nick Markakis. And now this is served out to left off the end of the bat. And this is going to be a fair ball as it'll head to the corner. Tack on another here as the runner scores from second.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Dero. You get the first 2 out of the inning. The next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, and you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
And he just manages to get his hand in. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. And he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Braves get a couple of hits here in plate 1. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. It's the Braves 2 and the Cardinals nothing. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Luke Weaver, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Here's a pop-up now. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Third baseman number 13, Matt.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1.
The hitter in this situation has to understand that this pitcher is on the attack, looking for a quick inning. If there's something in the heart of the plate, you better pull the trigger on it.
In the dirt, but swung on and missed. And he makes the throw to first. Carpenter is retired, 2 down now.
Center fielder number 28.
Digging in to try it again, Tommy Pham. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No balls and 1 strike. 2 out, nobody on. Line drive to left. Number 13 will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. They're still down. It's 2-0. Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers, as we begin the top of the 4th. First pitch on its way. He had to be looking for something else to start the at-bat. It's 0-1.
I mean, this is the classic case of ambush tactics at its finest, but this is getting a little ridiculous. I'd like to see some of these guys in the lineup work the count a little bit and find themselves on base and maybe drive this guy's pitch count.
And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first, and no swing. It's ball 2. High in the air out to center field. Pham waits on it. 1 down. All right, so time now for the Cardinals Road to the Show report as we see a pair of prospects performing at a high level in the upper minors. Striding in once again, number 13. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Here comes the first pitch. And a good first pitch as he gets him to bounce one on the ground out towards second. And there are 2 away now.
Third baseman number 16, Charlie Culberson.
Into the box now, Charlie Culberson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but that one rolls foul. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Pham is over, and that retires the side. Down in order go the Braves, but they hold a 2-0 lead. So striding in, Jose Martinez. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
The windup and the 1-0 pitch. A ball and a strike now. Two balls and a strike to the St. Louis leadoff hitter. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
If you're ever going to see a position player go to the mound, it's going to be in a situation like this.
Swung on and hit deep to left center. And trouble it is. It's down for extra bases. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Talk about starting off the inning with a bang. Goodness. When this thing left the bat, I thought it was out of here. And I think he might have too. Only made it to the warning track, but he glides into second base with a leadoff double.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
Well, the pitcher can claim that that one slipped all he wants, but that looked intentional to me. He goes with the heater up and in and absolutely drills him. That's dangerous, and I'm surprised that the ump appears to be letting it go. Well, they've yet to hang a number on the scoreboard.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And they'll quickly get it in here to hold that runner at third base.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants to this point. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. 1 run scored. And the second run is in to score as they bounce back to tie it at 2.
Hey, after being down by 2, getting into the middle of this one, that's a huge base hit right there, D-Row. Big 2 RBI knock.
Yeah, down by 2 right there, able to come through for the team, and we probably got an exciting finish on our hands.
Colton Wong will stand in as he swings and lifts a pop-up out behind short. Swanson stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone. 1 man gone for the Cardinals in the 4th. And here now is the catcher, Yadier Molina. Swing and a liner. Fowler over at second. Jerko first. 1 gone.
Hey, he looked like he was a little bit out in front on that breaking ball right there. The body can go a little bit. If he was able to keep his hands back a little bit, he might have been able to do some damage with that pitch.
And here's a changeup in there for a called 3rd strike, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And a big strikeout there. They'll leave a couple of runners on base, and after a good start to the inning, they can't capitalize any further. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a couple of men left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go, and we are tied 2-2. Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first at bat here in the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fouled away. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. It's 1-2. Misses. Ball 2. A bouncer up the middle. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
Hey, right here, anytime a leadoff hitter gets on in front of the pitcher, it puts the defense on notice. You're going to see the 3rd baseman creeping in. You're going to see the 1st baseman crashing, trying to get that out at 2nd base. But if not, make sure of 1.
Johan Camargo come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Runners on the move for second. High in the air out to center field. Pham is under it. He gets there to make the play, and the runner's tagging from first. He changed his mind there as he's back into first, no problem. Here's Ender Inciarte. First delivery to him on the way. He's running, lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Fowler. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Ready once again, Ozzie Albies, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Now a move over to first, and he is tagged out here. Boy, a bad mistake that time as he's picked off to end the inning. Braves go down without a whimper here. Halfway home, tied 2 apiece.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for Atlanta, number 33.
First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike. And right into the shift. But this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Ready for another shot now. Tommy Pham. A strikeout and a line out for him so far. Fastball in there for a called strike. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. Line drive, base hit to right.
Dan, count goes out the window with this batter right here. It doesn't matter if it's 0-2, 2-0. He's locked.
He has great bat-to-ball skills. There are some guys that just have a knack, D-Row, of being able to get the barrel of the ball, and this is one of those guys.
And that's in there for a strike.
0-1.
High in the air down the right field line. And foul. And that one just missed outside.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
Flares this one over toward first. And they tag him out, but this will work as a sort of a sacrifice as the runner moves up. Riding in once again, Marcell Ozuna. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Pham stands at second with 2 gone. A lot of movement that time. It's 0-2. So far on the year, Ozuna carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Hit the other way out toward right field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals through 5. All even at 2-2. Ready for another chance? Ozzie Albies is set to lead us off in the 6th inning. First offering on its way. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. On a good changeup, a swing and a miss, and he's set down on strikes for the 2nd time today.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there, the straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at-bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
This is to right field and deep for Freeman. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. A solo home run off the bat of Freddie Freeman, number 17 for him on the season, and Atlanta has taken a 3-2 lead.
Well, they were smart not to challenge him with a fastball, but it didn't matter. He's their big dog for a reason, so he waited, stayed back, and absolutely exploded through the zone on that one.
There goes Cardinal manager Mike Matheny on his way out to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart after 5 1/3 innings of work and with no shot to win the decision.
Number 59.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Yes, he'll take a look at ball 1. Mayers, an Ohio native. He's in his rookie year here at the big league level. Into center field, line drive, base hit.
Hey, not a bad way to start the new month, D-Row. How about after that single? That's his 3rd hit of this game.
Oh, that has to make you feel good. You see that calendar flip, and you got 3 knocks in your back pocket.
Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers. Pitch inside, the throw. And in fact, there will be no throw as he loses the handle there on the transfer. That's wide, 2-0.
Not the ideal spot to be right here. 2-0 count on a real good hitter. Boy, you're going to have to make some really good pitches now.
Pickoff move to second. Runner's back. Runner at second here with 1 man out. hit down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Now the 2-1. Bounce it to the left side. Oh, and he can't pick it up cleanly. And the recovery is too late as he's able to beat the throw to first.
Infielders are taught from the time they hold the glove that you've got to play the ball and not let the ball play you. You can see here that this one just ate him up, and he couldn't recover in time.
Into the box now, number 13. And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, man. Ready once again, Charlie Culberson, 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. 0-1 the count. Markakis on third. Flowers is over at first with 1 away. Now the 0-2 pitch. Struck him out, so 2 men are dead here, but there's still 1 big hit away from maybe opening this thing up a bit.
Pretty standard pitch sequence right there. Just how you draw it up in a perfect world. Jump ahead 0-2, and then you toss a changeup in the dirt to get him to chase for a strikeout on 3 pitches. If only it were always that easy.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way. Markakis scores. 2 runs have scored. The relay throw. Throw to third will not be in time. It's a 3-run triple, and they've pushed the lead up to 4.
With the bases loaded, the pitcher couldn't afford to get behind in the count, so he grooves it on the first pitch, and he jumps all over it, clearing the bases and scoring 3. That's part of why pitching with the bases loaded is so challenging.
Ryan Flaherty will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 27, Ryan Flaherty.
He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 2 home runs and a dozen RBIs. The 0-1. And it's fouled away. Step off. Now the runner's on his way home, but he's safe at third as he's able to scramble back. Here it comes, 0-2. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. Another 1-2. Line toward the gap in left center. And that's going to get down out there. The throw into second. Throw to second, but he's in there. As a run will score on the play as well.
The pitcher hadn't recovered from the sting of giving up a triple, and then he gets belted for a double. The lead grows, and the guy on the mound is probably wondering if his day is going to be ending soon.
First delivery to him on the way. Line toward center field. Flaherty rounds the corner and is headed home. Safe at the plate, and it's now a 6-run lead. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Good lead off a second there. Now the pitch. Pitch swung on and missed. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base. As a look, now the pitch. And a good job to lay off the fastball there. Close, but it's 1-1.
Well, this inning pretty much has been one to forget for him, but he's still out there, and it's only going to get worse if he dwells on it and lets them.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Gone! A two-run blast to straightaway right field. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
He saw a few balls down in the zone earlier in that at-bat, but finally got a pitch he liked and promptly deposited it over the fence. Made the pitcher pay for his mistake, which is exactly what you're supposed to do.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. Swing and a drive to right center. Hey, that ball's going to be way out of here. Back-to-back home run. Solo shot to right center. His second of the game as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. Well, that was this lineup's third homer of the game.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Row, is I prefer to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case in this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Hit out towards second. Wong has it. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. But not before they hang a 9 spot on him here to really open up this ball game. The 5, 6, and 7 slots due up in the bottom of inning number 6. The Braves on top, 11-2.
Your attention, please. Now
Here's Dexter Fowler now. He leads off this half inning in what they hope will be a rebuttal to all those runs they just gave up.
Well, Matt, I think mentally they need to get 1 or 2 of these runs back right here. Just getting on the board after getting socked in the mouth by the opposing team can lift the team up a bit. We'll see if they can string something together.
2 mid-90s fastballs and you're down 0-2. This is where you got to take a deep breath and pot commit. You're either all in on another fastball or you're finding a way to stay back to attack something off speed.
So he sets him down swinging. Dexter Fowler is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. 0-1 count. Here it comes. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Too high. 1-2. Hit in the air to right field. Albies ranging into the outfield. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Number 16, Colton.
Winkler has become one of the more dominant bullpen arms in the sport today, and a big reason is his swing and miss stuff. Really helps him pitch out of tough situations.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think what we're seeing more and more out of the game of baseball right now.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. That won't help much. It's 11-2. Welcome back to Busch Stadium here in St. Louis. This one pretty much all over, but the shouting as we check our game summary to see how we've gotten to where we are. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here.
Now pitching and batting in the 6th spot, number 68.
Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers. And he hasn't quite had the same fortune at the plate as many of his teammates. No hits for him so far. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
It's amazing. I tell so many fans, you get in a box one time, the one pitch you're going to swing at more than any other is that elevated fastball. Your eyes light up as an offensive player, and you just cannot get to it.
Cardinals get the bullpen started here as a right-hander's up and warming. Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2. One and 2. Here it comes. Now a ball lined towards center field, and he'll break through with a solid knock here, his first of the ball game.
Now batting.
Digging in to try it again. Number 13, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. He's set. Here it comes. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Flowers on at first. Nobody out. Popped up. Carpenter is there for it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Digging in once again, Charlie Culberson. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. This is flared out towards second. And that's the second out. And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And they'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball. 1-0. Fastball stays way up that time for ball 2.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching him.
Now the 2-0 home. And a fastball is hit on the ground towards short. Throw in time, and the side is retired. 1 left for Atlanta, and it remains an 11-2 ball game. Here's the catcher, Yadier Molina. He'll try and do what he can to work toward cutting into this big deficit. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Played on the backhand. Throw not in time as he's able to leg it out.
I know that has to be frustrating from a pitcher's standpoint, but nice execution, nice hustle. Bottom line, nice hustle. Pitcher's still 1 good pitch away from getting a double play.
You know, D-Row, one of the things you want to do is make quality pitches as a pitcher, and there's not much you can do right there. You make a pretty good pitch, and the next thing you know, you have a leadoff single on an infield ground ball.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. On the move is Markakis, and Markakis won't get there. It's a foul ball. Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called. 1 away. First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there. Bounce to first. Freeman's got it. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis. That won't help much. It's 11-2. The next to bat for Atlanta, Daniel Winkler, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8. Here's Ender Inciarte, singled homer run in his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Needed a sand wedge for that one. Swung on and missed. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
And now the runner's trying for third. And now they've got him in a rundown. And he will make it back in there. He's safe at second base. From the stretch, runner breaks for third. Line drive base hit. And a relay home. Freddie Freeman will stride in again, and before he takes his cuts here, we take you back to inning number 6. This was his second home run of the ball game as he'll stand in here looking for number 3. Lays off 1-0.
You could tell he's starting to get frustrated out there. He's not usually used to getting knocked around the yard a little bit, and you can tell he's starting to feel for it.
Now a bluff here as he'll step off and look him back to third. Inciarte, the runner at third. Albies at second with one away. And he steps off, and now the runner breaks for the plate, but he gets back in time, safe at second base. Throw over to third. A dive, but he's back. The 1-0. Sent on the ground out to second. Taken in by one. Throw will get him for the second out, but meanwhile the run is in to score from third. And they'll put the tag on him between third and home, and I don't know what he's thinking, but it's a double play and the inning is over. Digging in and looking for more, Tommy Pham. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Behind 0-2 now. Into the corner and slicing foul. The next 0-2. Locks him up for strike three. The next to bat for St. Louis, Jose Martinez. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. 0-2 the count to Jose Martinez. One out, nobody on. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. To short. On to Freeman at first, and there are two away now. Here's Marcell Ozuna. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Hit hard to short. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. We'll see. Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. He's working on a 3-hit ball game right now.
Nick Markakis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Hey, he gets a pass right there for that ugly swing. He's been having a monster season. Take a step out of the box, regroup. He'll get right back in this AB.
Number 34 is there. He's got it one away. Stepping up to the plate, Tyler Flowers. He singled his last time up. Pitch on the way. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Fly ball out toward left center field. Under it is Ozuna, and there are 2 gone now.
The batter.
At the plate, number 13. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Here comes the first pitch. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Set up away with the changeup, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, and if you get a guy flailing at a pitch like that, heck, you're going to go out there and throw that same pitch till he proves he can lay off of it.
Little flare out to left, and that is in there for a 2-out base knock. So the top of the 9th keeps it rolling as he comes through with 2 away.
That's the name of the game right there, boys. Get on base any way possible. They're not all going to be beauties, but that one falls in front of the left fielder for a base hit.
Standing in now, Charlie Culberson. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's through for a hit. Around third and being waved on home. But no, he'll put on the brakes and head back to third. And he's safe.
Sometimes you got to tip your cap. The pitcher spotted his pitch down in the zone right there below the knee. Offensive player was all over.
Standing in, Dansby Swanson. He was a ground out victim last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Bouncer down the line. Throw to first is going to be in time, and the Braves rally comes up short as that's out number 3. 2 left for Atlanta, so they're unable to add to their 12. Julio Teheran takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Ready for another shot now, Dexter Fowler, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Fouled off.
Hey, I'm biased to the hitter right now. Keep frustrating that pitcher. Foul 12 of these things off. He's going to miss over the heart of the plate at some point.
And that's in for a base hit. He's 2 for 4 now. So the inning's underway with the Cardinals getting their leadoff hitter on base. Greg Garcia come on to pinch hit now with a runner at first and nobody out. Albies picks it up to second for 1. On to first, and that's the very last thing they needed at this point in the ball game, as there are quickly 2 away now. Striding into the box, Colton Wong. He went down on strikes last time up. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. And he will put this one away. And the Braves have claimed the 4th consecutive victory here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
12-2, the final score in this ball game. The Atlanta Braves wrap out 19 hits. Al Minter wins his 4th game out of the bullpen this year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.